there is a concept that you see in swordsmanship that everyone talks about called Shinmyoken. Because it's kind of these two things, Shinmyoken and Sugetsu, are both based off the idea of how you would apply these two principles when you're doing Kamae correctly. Think of that as the tree, and now we're going to go with two branches. Shinmyoken and Sugetsu. Shin means like spirit, the stuff that's on the inside, right? Myo is kind of like what's on the outside. Kind of, I don't want to say reflection of, but it's kind of in the physical realm, right? So we say Shinmyoken, you could think like, it means like divine light sword type of thing, because ken means blade, right? But if you just talk about Shin and Myo, it's very interesting in how that applies to the mindset of Japanese martial arts. The idea and the principle is to be able to understand and read what your opponent is going to do before they do it, which is what Ninjutsu is. Ninjutsu is about getting the information, what are they going to do, when are they going to do it, how are they going to do it, and get that information back to employing you for that information. When you're in a situation, whether it's self-defense or otherwise, right, and you're trying to gather information, you have to look at all the small little things and details that allows you to understand what that is, how it's coming to be, and what it is exactly that they're going to do. Give you guys the same example. We're going to think about a flower. You see the flower, so the flower is like myo, right? You see the flower. The inside is what is coming from the flower. So when you plant the seed doesn't look like the stalk. But we know that the stalk is going to come from the seed. But if I open up the seed, there's no stalk. But if I put the seed in the ground and I give it water, I see a stalk. If I continue to nurture it, now I get leaves. If I continue to nurture it, then I know that there's going to be a flower. But if I take the leaf and I rip it open, there's no flower. So you have to be able to read it, even though it's not in the physical realm, but it is attached to the physical realm. The spirit is attached because the flower will bloom from that stalk. Even though that flower, the flower is not in the stalk when you open it up. Are you guys following me? So this is that concept of Shinmyo. In swordsmanship, they talk about Shinmyoken. It's understanding this is what they're going to do, and this is how I'm going to effectively combat that, because I know what they're going to do. They've angled their body this way. Their movement is this way. They've grabbed a weapon this way. They've said this. They've presented themselves as this. And it's easily said. It's a concept that's so easy to, most easy to understand. Kind of hard to define here. We're talking about the flower and the stalk, and you know what's coming. But it's very difficult to put into actual physical realm.